guys, Sean C. Phillips here. Finally, we're back with a new Family Star movie review after almost a month, and I'm here with Herb, Gina, and Dweebo. And Dweebo, you have a new hairstyle.
Yeah, I got a new hairdo going on as of today, and I mean, there's a good look at it. It's got some blonde in it. You know, it's no more Bieber. It's a darker brown. You know.
Yeah, but somebody still said it looked like Bieber.
Someone said it still looked like Bieber. Some I don't know who he was, but some random guy.
People seem to keep giving you problems about Dweebo.
But you know, I don't get that whole Bieber thing. I mean,
the thing is, Bieber's popular.
I mean, he made the most money last year of like all celebrities, so like it's kind of strange to make fun of him.
The thing is, if you're calling Dweebo Bieber, means you're calling him a multi-millionaire success.
Right. Like not
Bieber knows how to be a success. I don't care for Bieber.
Yeah. And if you look at that haircut, it's not based on Bieber anyway.
No.
I mean,
isn't it Bieber?
It's Justin
However
Bieber.
you say it.
Sean says it Bieber.
You know, like if he ends up hosting,
like the Bieber.
Like I said, if he hosts the show Punked, it's going to be You Got Bieblered.
Yeah, you just got Bieber.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that. But we just saw the new Ron Howard. Little Ronnie Howard is finally back, and he's making, and I mean, he's been around, but he's finally back making comedy.
Yeah.
The last comedy he made was Grinch.
Semi-comedy.
Well,
semi-comedy. Yeah, there's a lot of drama in it, too.
And
no spoilers.
No,
okay?
I know. I know better than last time. So, it's starring...
No, I didn't say the last part, though. The last comedy he made was The Grinch, and I didn't like that too much. Did you?
The Grinch?
No. Yeah, I didn't care for that. Something about that was not good. But you can get on with who it stars.
Starring Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Connelly, Kevin James.
And Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Winona Ryder. Yeah.
And Channing Tatum.
From I think
and Ronnie's father and brother.
And father and brother Clint Howard. I'm so glad that Clint Howard. These are the only way Clint Howard gets in mainstream films. It's because of Ron Howard.
I mean, I didn't mind him in it though.
No, I like him. I love him in Ice Cream Man. And all those weird movies. He's like the weird brother. You know
he was in Gentle Ben. That was way before your time. He was this real cute-looking little boy. Remember? I mean, you thought he was like, and then he grew up to look sort of like a troll. You know?
No, but he always plays weird parts in movies. Like, remember Mr. Ice Cream Man? I mean, Ice Cream Man with him as that weird Ice Cream Man.
Oh, he's a freak. Misshapen head and everything.
I know. And he ticks with Seth Green.
Oh, and basically the story of the movie is...
I'll get on with it. You don't have to steal the whole story.
Now, Sean, here's the thing. People have said that you always walk all over him.
Yeah,
so let him talk. I'm letting him talk.
Okay, it's pretty much is the story of Vince Vaughn and Kevin James. They're best friends working together in a an automobile company trying to sell product.
Trying to make
like a team
effort. Motor that works, electric motor.
Electric motor that works because they don't like electric cars and they want it to sound like a classic hot rod,
Chevy.
You forgot to say Queen Latifah's in this movie.
Queen Latifah is very funny.
I didn't feel like Queen Latifah got to do that much.
No, she was just sort of there as like the comic relief, I guess, in some parts. And
I know.
Yeah.
I wish Clint Howard was in it more though, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of hoping there would be some way.
He steals the show.
He does. He was so good. People need to put Clint Howard in more movies.
Absolutely.
And more normal movies, too. Because, the only reason he ever gets these things is because of Ron Howard has something to do with it.
I really like those parts that they spliced in that were, like, when he was describing events that had happened that day, and there were, like, these old flashback kind of things. Mm-hmm. They reminded me of, like, an old, like, Family Guy episode or something. It was really
kind of cool. They were all blown out.
Yeah.
But the main dream sequence kind of thing.
But the main concept is that Vince Vaughn's character is at this
today, Junior.
Is at this botanical gardens where Clint Howard works, trying to plan out a way to propose to Jennifer Connelly's character, and he ends up spotting Winona Ryder making out with this other guy, and he has to come up with the conclusion of how is he going to tell Kevin James's character what he saw, and it becomes a huge fiasco throughout the film. He gets confused with things, and
he really doesn't want to, screw up Kevin James's. Like the idea for the company and all that stuff, because that's real stressful.
Yeah, he's worried if he tells them, then the car won't end up working, and they won't get done and won't get all the money.
Yeah.
But didn't you notice, too, how this movie had, during 3 sequences, and only me would pick up on this, classic synth music that you would hear in the 80s, when you look at, like, Risky Business. And this was a scene when he's on the train. A couple different sequences have that old-school 80s stuff. And I like that Ron Howard makes comedies old school. Like,
No.
didn't this feel to you like an old comedy?
It did.
Didn't
it felt
feel
more
new.
like a John Hughes or something
Yeah,
like
didn't
that.
Where was
feel
it
new.
based? Was it Detroit?
Chicago.
Or
Chicago.
Chicago.
I'm pretty sure Chicago.
Yeah.
But if you want to see a real classic comedy, this isn't one of those comedies that's real current and with the new way of comedies. Wouldn't you agree? It's not like the Seth Rogen
Right.
and the current way they're making.
It was like I Love You,
comedies.
Beth Cooper or something.
No,
But I don't think it was so much that it was just comedy either.
no,
There
there's a lot of sad stuff in it.
thinking about it and sort of relating yourself. I mean, like, we've been married 30 years, and I was thinking, you know, you have a marriage and you put a lot of trust into each other, and if you did know, and I actually had a friend whose husband did cheat on her, and it went on for a long time, and it was bad because all these people around where we live that were her friends saw him out cheating, and they didn't tell her, and it was terrible because they all knew. And she said afterwards, when she did finally found out, she was so disappointed that people wouldn't have told her the truth about it because she just looked she felt foolish.
Why didn't you tell?
Because I didn't know her then.
Oh.
I heard
Jeez,
about
Jeez,
it.
this is a downer.
Yeah, you're kind of depressing
Guys,
everybody with this story.
This is a downer.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Yeah,
This didn't
let's-
happen with you two,
let's
did it?
move
No.
on.
Okay, I'm
Jesus.
wondering, the way you're talking about it, like it might have been something that happened with you I didn't know
Sounds
about.
like a therapy session.
I know. Herb, what did you do?
I
all
didn't
these
do a
years?
thing.
You better not do anything.
Why don't you tell them about your sore eye, Sean?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got some kind of thing
Sean's
going
got
on
a
in
sty
my
in
eye.
his
Sty in
eye.
my eye, and it feels like somebody jabbed a needle in my eye.
Do you know how you get a sty?
No.
From peeing in the alley at arm's length of someone else. That's an old wives' tale. But if
That's
you
like
piss
getting
in-
pink eye
That
or
means
something.
if you were peeing when in the alley and somebody else was right near you, you get a sty.
Oh, well, it's
wow.
whatever it is, it's pissing me. It hurts.
He keeps
I know.
complaining. He's had
they close it. It's like
for
The
the
other
past
day
week-
it was his neck.
Oh, his neck.
Oh, my neck.
Yeah,
My
I
neck.
slept wrong on my neck.
Every
Today
day
it
it's a
was his
new
eye. His
problem.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Elephant Man. He
I know.
woke up and he
Ooh.
said, "Oh, I can't bend my neck." We had to go to the place and get one of
Yeah,
those
heat
hot
thermal
pad
pad.
things to put on his
Yeah.
neck, and of course we had to get two to put together.
No, you didn't.
Because
you didn't.
You
Don't-
wouldn't
No,
go
that-
around your
no.
neck.
I had one of them.
Yeah, but you needed two.
I didn't use
It
two
was
of
snug.
them.
No, you needed two.
You guys are a bunch of sphincters. Something.
No, I was going to get him one of those
Or-
neck things, but I would have needed three. It's sewed
No,
them together.
no, that wouldn't fit at all. We tried it.
But
Yeah.
let's talk about the movie, though. Let's give our opinion of the film.
I know,
People
because
here-
we always get off track.
I know we're
Oh,
we
well,
almost
well,
have
first
ADD,
off,
I
though,
guess.
I really want to see Big Mama, the new one. That
Yeah, I
looks
do.
Big
really
Mama
good.
looked
I know.
They're
For some
all the
reason, I really
trailers.
want to see that. The second one wasn't very good, but
No,
this one
this
looks
one
really good.
And it's got the guy from, I think, Lottery Ticket in it that was like this. Yeah, I don't think you saw
But
that.
I saw it, but they didn't have the original
Yeah.
kid come back. For some
Oh,
reason.
yeah,
The original
yeah.
son didn't come
Well,
back.
maybe he is, but they didn't show it.
But I
No,
think a lot of
he's
people
the
went
other
to
kid.
this movie today thinking it was going to be a laugh out loud comedy.
It's not like that at all.
Well, but there was parts of it.
It's got
that
some
were-
substance.
you know,
to
But
it.
see, Ron Howard, though, is good at making tear-fest and depressing things.
He was
you
on
remember
Howard Stern
Cocoon?
talking about
Yeah.
it too. So.
And
oh,
everything
Cocoon,
he,
I tried. Oh.
everything he does has a sad thing to it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't usually do straight comedies.
Right.
But what would you give this movie on a rating stars, Gina? Out of 5 stars.
Well, I definitely think you will enjoy it, but I'm just going to prepare you now, like I got into my downer story. It's not an upbeat, happy, laughing all the
No,
time.
it isn't.
But it's not completely.
But I
depressing.
give it 4 stars.
What about you, Herb?
I'll give it 4 stars. Absolutely. I think it was far superior to the Fockers. I
Oh,
think that
yeah.
Yeah.
way
that
better
this
movie. Way
had
better movie
a
before
lot better writing. I laughed through it.
Oh,
There was some laugh out loud moments, which I did not
what was
have in the
that one
Fockers
that
at
was
all.
no good at all? That was Owen Wilson too. Wait, what was that one with Paul Rudd that you liked?
Oh.
That was recent.
I didn't see
Today, Junior.
No,
I didn't see
there
that
again.
was
that. No, I don't know.
If
that,
you can't
think
remember
you know it,
it,
or what you
let's
know it, or
not-
whatever.
what-
Oh, how do you know?
How do you
Avoid
know?
that one, all right?
How did I know I don't give a fuck to see
yeah,
how
go
you
see
know?
this one.
But I give it 4 stars as well.
Uh-huh.
And what would you give it, Dweebo?
4 stars.
Well,
We
you're all
also-
copying each
I
other.
know.
One,
It's
yeah.
not a 5-star
three,
movie, though.
3 and a
It
half,
is good.
all right?
But we also saw some trailers. For the first time I've gone to the movies, I've seen a whole bunch of trailers for things that actually look okay.
Now, the
Yeah.
Didn't you
first
think
off,
that today?
Some
that
are
one
like
with-
stinker after stinker.
the
Oh,
one
yeah.
with the one with Shaun of the Dead guys.
Yeah,
and-
that looks
and
interesting.
Seth Rogen as the
It looks
alien.
like that
Yeah,
old
those-
80s one
yeah,
with
that's
that,
good.
those
odd
things that
looking.
came back.
No,
it's
I wanna
weird
see
looking.
that.
But remember that one Space Invaders or something in the 80s with those aliens that came? It looks like that.
Oh.
That kind of thing. What were the other ones we saw?
What about that Martian one with No, I'm talking
You're
about
still thinking
Robin
about what I
Williams,
said.
Red
You're
Martian.
trying to figure out if I've said something.
I was trying to
Or not
decide
Robin
who it
Williams,
was.
I'm
Oh,
trying
I'll
to
tell
figure
you
out who it
later.
is too.
I was trying to decide who.
Oh,
it
you
was.
know who it was.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'll tell you later.
well, that could be incriminating.
Well,
Don't
there was
say.
one person that I was friends with that had a splinter in my ass, and I remember they had a situation.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, because remember that one time I got the splinter in my ass?
Yeah,
Oh.
that,
That thing, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
so
a
it's
bad
sad.
experience.
that was because that little girl, you used to, I don't know what.
I think they played doctor.
They
Okay,
look-
and
And
I don't want to get into the
I think
details.
what
of-
happened
it in
was
the
They look
second grade.
Sean was playing doctor with this poor
and
child.
on this piece
And
of wood.
He was sitting on the deck.
You sick
With-
man.
That's not
They-
how it happened.
No, bare ass.
No, it's not how it happened.
Yes, and she was like flicking it or whatever, and he got a splinter in his ass.
And we got a phone call.
Yeah, from
we have a problem here. So
Yeah.
You're going into a story that happened when I was in the second grade.
Well, it may well be.
I thought you
but-
were in the 12th grade.
What the hell are you talking about?
And so this little girl's father had to remove the
No,
splinter
but he did a horrible
He put it
from
in there
Sean's
deeper.
ass. Can you imagine?
Butcher job.
And then she kept on peeking in at me the whole time.
Well,
Well,
that's
she
'cause
already saw it
she'd
all.
seen it 1,000 times.
Oh, Jesus.
That'll teach you for dropping trowel with a little
Oh,
child.
okay.
And
Well,
then we took him to the doctors, or what did we do? Emergency room?
We've
Get the
taken him to the
splinter out.
emergency room for many things. I don't recall if it was for the splinter in his ass or not.
I shouldn't even mention
Yeah,
that. I
one
don't
of
know why
my
it even
friends-
came up. I don't-
one of my friends. Here's another.
Oh,
weird
the other
story.
one we could bring up another story with that girl when we were in the probably about the same year. We were both in the second grade. They had a flea market. Remember that?
Oh,
And then she was selling all those cards and like and
yeah,
they
this
were.
big box of cards.
Yeah, and there was like that card. What kind of school was that again?
The Catholic school.
Yeah, and then we sold all that crap there. And I remember like you
Yeah,
were
this
selling
big
stuff for
box of
$1
cards.
each. I remember that.
Well, and what's so funny about that?
Because
This is the same poor child that
Shake that thing.
with this thing. It's the same poor child that we went to her birthday party and she shit her
no,
pants.
that was Sean's birthday.
No, when I was at there was this girl. I'm not saying who it was. This is
That he
another thing
liked.
that I liked, that I had all the courage to invite her.
To his
And then
birthday.
this friend at
Hey.
DC Discovery Zone pooped her pants in the room
Yeah.
and let this smell out,
Yeah,
and it was awful.
it ruined everything.
It ruined
No,
all my
what-
plans.
What happened was when we were at this flea
Come
market, is she had this big box. She had nothing. She wanted to sell junk, and so she left to go get a hot
No,
dog.
we played virtual reality.
And
They had that thing you wear there.
Right, and so she left and she leaves me with her junk that she says I could sell. And so she wanted to get a lot of money.
Wanted what?
A lot of money, and I said, oh,
So what did
a
you?
penny a piece.
So what did you give
So
her?
she
More?
came back and it was like the whole thing was gone for 10 cents.
That's not really funny.
I remember too, her dad kept taking money out of the box.
And her father came and took it. He said, I need some money.
And I remember I made all this money there, like $50 or something big for me then. And she had like a couple dimes in there. We were making jokes about it. I think that was the same time I got the splinter right after.
Oh my.
This poor child too. She looked like Wiener Dog. Remember?
She still does, I think.
Oh, it's a good
Dawn.
thing we didn't say who it was.
Yeah,
She might come back. I think she lives here. She's gonna kill you. You're dead, Gina. You're dead.
well.
You're gonna get
Oh,
wiped out.
Side note, I was glad to see that a lot of Sean's viewers were fans of the great British show Skins, and I know it's coming to America in 2 days, and
Didn't they?
There was somebody else that you were supposed to give a
Give a
shout
shout
out
out.
to.
uh,
I have to remember who that was. I can't remember.
I don't know.
All these funny names.
Look at
that
the little
people
kid
have.
stop licking. I don't know.
If, if your hat was off, she'd lick your head.
Yeah, she would. That's
All right. Well, now I guess this is the end of this review, and we've revealed more about me yet again, about me and my pathetic life, getting
Oh,
supported
but
by my
coming up,
parents.
we will be cooking black bottom.
black bottom cupcakes.
We've got the ingredients, but I don't know how to do it yet.
I don't
so.
need anything with a black bottom, so I'll take a pass on
That
that.
reminds me of the DZ incident again.
Yeah, that wasn't just. She didn't just shit her pants. She sat in it.
Yeah,
And
there's a
didn't
big
admit that she
stain
sat.
crawling through the crawl through.
Oh, he's had many friends like that. Another little girl that came over, and there I am in the basement, and she comes around the corner, stark naked. What is she, like 5 or 6? She says, Mr. Phillips, I wet my pants. And I was like, whoa, go tell my wife. You know, this little child coming up to me naked.
Oh.
And from what I gather, like, she's just does the same thing as a grown-up. That's what I gather.
I guess.
Poor Sean wishes he could see her again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, I think she likes girls now.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
now.
right. That's exactly right. I heard that.
You ruined her.
I ruined her.
Okay, that's enough now. Let's stop
Let's
this
quit
fucking
while we're
thing,
ahead, all right?
okay?
I don't think we're ahead.
I don't know
think
what
we've
we're
been
doing
behind
next.
since we started.
So-
I know.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. This is 15 minutes of
Crazy
crazy people. People are going to look at this and think we're deranged.
Well,
Well,
if the shoe fits,
yeah.
I know.
even though it's a 4E, is it a 4E or 6E?
Wide toe box.
4E.
4E.
Okay,
Okay.
let's stop the video, Herb, and let's get out of here.
All right. See you later. Bye
See
bye.
you later.
There, wait. I
See you, man.
stop it. There we go.